Welcome to Exotic Foods for Exotic People. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a delicious pumpkin soup with no dairy and with only a few simple ingredients. The ingredients for this recipe is as follows. You'll need an onion, you'll need some garlic, you'll need some thyme, and of course you'll need a pumpkin. Additional ingredients you could put in to flavor up your soup include potatoes, carrots, dumplings. You can even use some pasta if you want, and you can just add whatever you want to the pumpkin soup in order to make it more flavorful and to add more ingredients for you to enjoy. First thing you'll want to do is get your pumpkin, and you'll want to remove the back and all the inedible parts. Remove the hard back part of the pumpkin, remove the seeds and the core, and cut it up into smaller bits. Once this is done, you can then go on to your onions, garlic, and thyme. A little tip is that if you're going to be cooking a pumpkin soup, you might want to get a pot of water and put it to boil beforehand. So by the time you're done preparing all the ingredients, your water will be boiling and you could just throw everything in. Take out your onion and just remove a few bits of it. Just chop it up into a few slices and you can throw this into the pot. Get a clove or two of garlic and also just throw this into the pot. And then get a stick of thyme and also just throw this into the pot. You can add your pumpkin you prepared and then basically just wait for all these to boil. Make sure your pumpkin is soft before you take it off the stove and begin to grind it up. Before you grind up the pumpkin, make sure you take out the thyme pieces you put into it, as sticks can get stuck in the blender and cause issues or damage. No one wants to eat blades in their soup. After you blend up the soup so the pumpkin pieces are all mashed up and indistinguishable or inseparable from the water in the soup, you can then move on to adding your carrots and other ingredients like potatoes and pasta. Add some more water to the soup base and let that boil. While that is getting ready to boil, you want to get your carrots and potatoes, peel them and chop them up, and then after they're washed out and clean, throw them into the soup. Let these boil. After a little while, if you feel like you need to add dumplings or any other kind of soup materials, you can. I am not adding dumplings, but you can. If you want to have pasta with your soup, it would be best to cook the pasta separately and then throw it into the soup. Depending on what pasta you use, the pasta could stick to the bottom of the soup and make it inedible or taste differently. And also, if you're cooking with pasta that takes only a little while to cook, you can end up overcooking it by mistake and getting clumps. After these new ingredients cook in your soup, it should be done after a little while. When these ingredients are soft, you'll know that they are done and you'll know that they are ready to be eaten. If you're cooking pasta with your soup, you can then pour some of the soup onto your pasta and enjoy. This soup is good for anybody who has been looking for a pumpkin soup recipe but didn't want to put milk in theirs. Anyone looking for a quick and easy pumpkin soup recipe. Anybody who wants to use fresh pumpkins in the recipe, or people who just like to add different ingredients to their soup. It's delicious and easy to enjoy. If you like this recipe, please like it. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. And I'll be seeing you next week with more content.